Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Obaapa Afrakomaa's kitchen. Today we are going to make a very delicious and tasty palm nut soup. So if you don't know palm nut soup is made from palm nuts, and this is normally found within the African community. So today we are going to make a delicious palm nut soup, which you can have this with some rice, some banku, some fufu. Guys, just join me. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Stay tuned, guys. Hello guys, so this is our ingredients for our delicious palm nut soup. We are going to use goat meat and some cow foot. So with the cow foot, we've got a hard one, which sometimes take very long to cook, but fortunately for me today I've got the soft one, which doesn't really take that long to cook at all. I've got salmon, which some people call it mackerel as well, our red bell pepper, red and green scotch bonnet pepper or chili, some garlic and ginger in my spices. I've got some onions and some salt to taste, and then the palm fruit I'm using the Ghana best one, and then one plum tomato. All right guys, so let's get started. Alright guys, so to start our delicious palm nut soup, you first of all get your goat meat and your cow foot in your saucepan, and then blend your garlic, ginger, onion, and then we just add it on top of that. Alright, so once your garlic and ginger has been blended, just put everything on top of your meat to steam this properly. Add some salt to taste, and then add your spices. So today I'm just gonna use my I've got a goat's meat spice, and then one shrimp cube as well, which I'm gonna put everything in now. Alright guys, so I've just added one shrimp cube powder and some goat spices to my meat. So I'm just going to leave this to cook for about 15 minutes, and then we start our soup. Alright guys, so once we've got our meat on the fire getting ready to cook, I'm just going to dilute my palm nut soup and then start cooking it separately. So what I do is I just open our palm nut fruit and then put it in a separate bowl, which I'm going to dilute it with hot water. So what this helps us with is it gets rid of this tiny black particles at the end of your diluted palm nut fruit. Okay. Alright guys, so I've just poured my hot water in my palm fruit. So I'm just going to make sure I mix it very well. Mix it very nicely until everything is dissolved. Once this is dissolved, I'm just gonna pour it into my saucepans in a different saucepan, and then I start cooking that as well. Alright guys, so this is really mixed very nicely. I'm just going to transfer that into my separate saucepan, and then we start our soup. Okay. Alright, so the reason why I mixed this separately was, you see, so you can be able to get rid of this black particles at the end of your diluted soup. Alright guys, so our diluted palm nut soup is now in a separate saucepan, whilst I've got my meat cooking in the other saucepan. This really helps your soup not to be too long on the on fire. Whilst this is pre-cooking, the meat is also getting ready somewhere there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put my onions in the soup to help it cook as well. So I'm just going to use 2 onions. And then I'll add 2 red Scotch bonnet chili as well. So once the onion and the Scotch bonnet chili is cooked, I'm going to take them out and blend them and put them in the soup. So some people choose to use fresh tomatoes, but I'm going to use plum tomatoes. I'm just going to use half of this. I'm not going to use all of it, because when you use all of these, it normally takes over the soup. It becomes so sweet. I'm just going to use a half scoop of this tomato plum. So I'm just going to allow this to cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'll take them out to blend them. Alright guys, so this is how our palm nut soup is looking right now. I'm just gonna put my 1 red bell pepper in now, because this doesn't take that long to cook. I just left it for a little bit so that it doesn't take too long in the soup. So I'm just gonna put this in there, and then I will blend this together with the onion and the pepper, and then yeah, I'll just transfer everything back into the soup. Have you really tried adding a bell pepper into your soup? Guys, try it. It's really lovely. It takes it brings additional taste to your soup. It's really delicious. So I urge you to try this recipe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, put down some comments, and also share this video. Alright guys, so this is how our soup is looking right now. Our onion, pepper and 1 bell pepper is ready to blend. So I'm just going to take that out of the soup and then put them in my blender. Our vegetables ready to be blended. I've added half of my tomato plum, as I earlier said. Some people might use fresh tomatoes, but I am using a plum tin tomatoes to blend. Once your vegetables is smoothly and finely blend, you can choose to put this in directly into the palm nut soup, or you can sieve it, use a sieve to sieve it. But at the moment, I'm just going to pour everything directly into my soup, because I really blend it really nicely. So just pour everything into your soup directly and leave this to cook for about 10 minutes more. Alright guys, so this is how our soup is looking right now. It's looking very delicious at the moment. So our meat is also ready. So what I'm going to do now is to just transfer all the meat into my soup. So you can see this is beautifully cooked, which I'm going to put everything into my soup now. Guys, try this recipe. It is amazing. It is really simple. It doesn't let your soup to cook so long on fire. It's really amazing and tasty. Alright guys, so this is how our soup is looking after putting my meat in my soup. You can see that everything is looking fantastic and it looks so yummy. This is an easy way of making your palm nut soup. Try this recipe, guys. This is looking amazing. Try this at home, guys. So I'm just going to leave this to cook for about an extra 15 minutes, and then our soup will be done. Alright guys, so our palm nut soup is nearly cooked. It is looking very beautiful and very delicious at the moment. So I'm just gonna add my salmon or smoked mackerel into my soup right now. I just added it last because it is quite soft, and then so that it doesn't melt into my soup. So I'm just gonna put that in now, and then add some green Scotch bonnet chili as well. Alright guys, so this is how our palm nut soup is looking right now. It's looking so delicious. Try this, guys. It's really delicious. Try using my recipe and you come and thank me wherever I am. It's really delicious, guys. So this is how our end result is at the moment. I'm just going to leave this for about just 5 minutes, and then our delicious palm nut soup will be done.